You've got to be willing to be fine with the fact that you might look silly to some people. I don't really go out and party or club at all. I like him to never have anything to worry about or be insecure about. I like to always project that I'm 100% his and devoted to him, and a big part of that is how much I respect his role in leadership because I believe in God's structure for love.
Aged like fucking milk, bro. Welcome back. I'm your host, Brett Maverick, YouTuber / pigeon voice trainer. If you enjoyed today's video at all, please consider subscribing, and in return, here's a picture of a Viking seeing a modern warship. Subscribe. All right, so there's a lot of people talking about this situation and calling it the epitome of hypergamy. So apparently there's this dude. Hold on, I gotta adjust this because I'm still kind of suck at this. Apparently his name is like thelukeymc or something. I don't know, I'm not really tuned in with all the modern fitness dudes. All I know is that they like to dress like motorcycle racers from the early 2000s. But anyways, this guy is apparently 5'2", but he's pretty jacked, I'm not gonna lie. So, you know, props to him for that. But, so he posts this, I'm 5'3", but I have muscles. Height doesn't matter. I'm gonna marry this girl, woohoo! I wish I had a sound effect for that. We'll just do, yeah, cool. And this was his, you know, his girlfriend, and they dated for a couple years. I did a little bit of research, but they just broke up, you know, a couple months ago. I guess there was trouble in paradise, and not a big deal. You know, people break up all the time. It happens, not to me, but like, you know, to mere mortals, it certainly happens. So that's nothing crazy. But the interesting part is, let's go back. Look at me using my soundboard. I'm such a streamer. This is an image that she apparently posted, and somebody added their own text over it. Used him and built a career out of him just to dump him for a guy. Just to dump him for a guy a foot taller. And this is apparently her new boyfriend. And yeah, it's true, man. He's definitely like at least, you know, 7 or 8 inches taller than her last boyfriend. And you got Kira, he's a Twitter legend, says, how do you even recover from this? And I have to agree, but I knew there was probably more to this story. Like, I don't know, there just has to be. So, you know me, I did some digging. I mean, this guy, even back in the day when he was still, you know, dating his girl, he was like the biggest proponent, the biggest white knight for, you know, the short kings, and, you know, trying to like ease all of their doubts about being able to, you know, find a girl and get a girlfriend and all that. Here, let's take a look at one of his famous clips.
But also, a lot of men will cope and say that the reason that they can't get a girl is because they're short. But that's not the reason. Never been an issue for me.
Sorry if that's loud, motherfucker.
But heightism might actually be worse than racism. See,
all right, check it. Yeah, they're the same height. She might even be taller. I mean, those are like 2 or 3 inch heels right there that he's wearing. Not heels, but, you know, raised soles that he's rocking. And yeah, so she's about 5'2", he's 5'2" also. So perfect height match. Not really. So yeah, everybody's like dogpiling on this guy, and I don't know, it's not a good look, because like straight up they broke up like 3 or 4 months ago, and she posted that photo with a new dude like 2 months ago. And they dated for over 2 years. So that's less than like 2 months of like rest and recover, reset, before she's like hard launching the new dude. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot. Let's address the elephant in the room. So this is actually a real-time, accurate IQ counter. It actually uses this brand new technology called Sonar Bluetooth Premium. I'm actually the only one that has access to it currently, and it actually sends sonar Bluetooth rays between this system and my actual brain, and it counts my real-time IQ. And so, you know, if we're watching something and it's actually having a negative effect on my IQ, you might see that number actually going up and down. See, here, try it. Say something stupid, or just look stupid. Is it working? Yeah, see, I'm getting dumber already. I gotta look away. I gotta reset. Whew. Okay. Man, that was scary for a second. But yeah, just so you know, that's what that is. It's a real-time IQ counter. Some days it might count something else. Who knows? It just depends on what I program it to do. So yeah, now you know, and we can move on. You know, you don't have to wonder anymore. Now, me being the inquisitive little inquisitor that I am, I wanted to know, man, like, why'd they break up? Like 2.5 years just to throw it all away? Like, some shit had to go down. So like, let's get to the bottom of this. So of course I did the natural thing. I went to his YouTube channel and he, of course, you know, he made a full video, turned the comments off. But let's give it a little watch for a minute, see what went down with the old breakup with homeboy and his girl. Sorry, excuse me, holy.
Yeah, there's no easy way to really talk about this on camera. It's kind of awkward, but
just cannonball in, bro.
Me and my girlfriend of 2 years and a few months are not together anymore. Who you guys know as the Missus. No longer the Missus. She is now just Miss Viv. This is number one importance. You guys need to stop sending her hate and saying that she cheated or that she left me for this reason or for that reason.
What happened, bro?
We're keeping the specifics of why we're not together anymore private because you guys don't deserve to know. It's our business. But also,
you'll soon find that one of these two individuals involved apparently misunderstood and decided not to keep it very private. But let's continue to hear him out. Let's see if it really was his height that created all this division.
There was absolutely no cheating. There was absolutely no abuse. And we separated on good terms. Her and I both care for each other immensely, very deeply.
That's great.
And
what's not to
this
love?
is one of those instances where two people need to split. And it's an act out of love. Because if things were to keep going how they were going, they eventually would get worse. And things would just get said, and things that you can't take back would happen.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Are pretty much known, especially on YouTube, for the relationship advice that we gave to you guys. And despite us not being together anymore, we both mutually agree that we don't take back or regret any of the advice that we gave to you.
Yeah, probably. Probably you should not be, giving relationship advice if your relationship is literally on the fucking rocks. So that's L number one. But hey, you know, it happens. But that was very elusive. Like, I don't feel very satisfied by all that. Do you guys? I mean, like, things were gonna get worse. Like, we had to grow. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bruh? So I went over to her Instagram, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that we get a little bit more answers. Let's check that out. Miss._Viv. So yeah, 137,000 followers. She's getting, 34,000 likes, 14,000 likes. She certainly could make a substantial amount of money. She certainly is set up for the next 5 years at least with a career in the influencing fitness industry. But check it right here. Here's the infamous photo. This was 2 days ago. But anyways, yeah, here's the upgrade. This guy really had to come in and hit our boy Lukey with the definite hype mug. Looks like a pretty good looking dude. He's jacked as hell, not gonna lie. And yeah, they're definitely a couple. Definitely a couple. Of course, he's like 6'5", LMAO. Height matters, guys. Height will always matter, LMFAO. But what I did find is her discussing and spilling the tea
everyone.
On the breakup. Let's give it a quick watch.
I don't want to make this video super long and drawn out, but I realized that because of how public my relationship was, that a lot of the people.
Fuck, man, I really wish there was like a drag bar on Instagram so I can like get through the video and find the spots I want, but sadly we have to sit here and watch the whole fucking thing.
People who assume I'm being quiet because I was somehow in the wrong are never going to be satisfied until I say at least a piece of my side of the story. And the first thing I want to start with is that I apologize to my fans for actively keeping up a relationship and an image that was untrue behind the scenes. I said while in that relationship that we went out of our way to not show the horrible moments, the worst things, all the bad stuff. And I'd like everybody to keep in mind that that is very true, and that social media only shows the absolute highlights of everybody's life.
Yo, let that be a lesson to you. Don't give advice on shit you don't know about, like especially relationships. Like you guys dated 2 years. Like it's a good chunk of time, but like that's nothing. You guys, that's rookie numbers in the game of life and relationships. Shit, I've been dating my girl for like 5.5 years, and I still feel like a fucking toddler in this game. And I still barely ever give advice on, you know, maintaining a relationship and like, you know, longevity and whatnot. I give advice on like how to get a girl and like attract a girl. Yeah, because I've done that, you know, time and time again, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't look at anybody with like less than 5 years married for advice on that matter. So why would you turn to these two knuckleheads? But let's hear her out anyways.
Things can be completely different behind the scenes. To everyone saying that I cheated in this relationship, that absolutely did not happen. That was clarified by the both of us.
Get to the
point. Moment that we
point.
broke up. My goal isn't to make this video a sob story and say poor me, and I also really beg that you don't go to my ex's page and spread a bunch of hate or do anything unnecessary like that. It's just truly not good for either of us. Please leave it alone. I'm making this video so that people have a very clear idea on why the two of us need to separate. I don't want to drag this on anymore. The public has already done that plenty. But I want to make it very clear for everybody who's claiming that I cheated or I ripped his heart out or I did this, that, or the fourth. The relationship had been done several months before the breakup was public.
So you guys were basically done with the relationship, but you continued to give relationship advice such as this.
For a God-centered relationship, what would you say, the missus, as the one who's introduced me to faith?
Honestly, whether this is coming from the guy or the girl's perspective, you've got to be willing to be fine with the fact that you might look silly to some people. I don't really go out and party or club at all. I like him to never have anything to worry about or be insecure about. I like to always project that I'm 100% his and devoted to him, and a big part of that is how much I respect his role in leadership, because I believe in God's structure for love.
Aged like fucking milk, bro. You gotta love it. Yeah, respect him as the leader. He's the man, right? I don't want to give him anything to worry about ever. Lo and behold, she's already got some fingers in other cookie jars to where a month after they break up, she got a new man. So that's crazy. Holy. Crazy work.
So many things happened in between where I was yelled at viciously.
Oh, yelled at. That's bad.
The dynamic had completely changed.
Oh,
pressures about substances, pressures about my own.
Pressures about substances. Me having to be okay with testosterone steroid use before I was comfortable. Like, does she mean with herself? Like doing that herself, or like him doing it? Because him doing it, like, who cares? It's his body, right? You don't like it, you leave, I guess. But I don't know. Maybe some of you can clarify. What do you think?
Body and a lot of things that really broke down my self-esteem a lot. Like I said, I apologize for upholding it much longer than it ever should have been. But please understand that when you have so many people telling you that they believe in love because of your relationship and all the misses, you're just like, you're so perfect, like, you're gonna end up being the perfect wife, like, you're such a good Christian girl. And I have all these people throwing that back in my face saying I no longer deserve that, I'm not worthy of that, that I should kill myself. When in reality, throughout that entire relationship, I was the only one focused on that commitment. I was the one who desired that. And looking back, I realized I was actively fighting for that for no reason from somebody who wasn't ready for that and had shown me in multiple ways that he didn't want that and wasn't ready for that. And all I was doing was trying to force myself to be okay with that so that the public didn't have to have a sticky view of us. So that the public didn't have to accept the reality.
All right, I think we get it. So ultimately, yeah, he's cooked because he's a manlet, and that's why she dumped his ass, because she wanted a bigger, taller, more masculine appearing man. No, I'm just fucking with you. Who the fuck knows why they broke up, guys? They're a couple like 22-year-old kids. Shit happens every fucking day. Like, who knows what's going on in their head? There is nuance in the world, if you didn't know that. Did you notice that? And I know you people, and I know you guys, you're not gonna like this because you love polarity. You love people that go all in on one thing or the other. You know, fully right wing, fully left wing. Like, oh, total red pill, total blue pill, total black pill, whatever, total feminism, anti-feminism, whatever it is. But I will never lie to you. I will never let words leave my mouth that I don't stand behind 100%. Okay, so I'm not gonna get up here and be like, yes, hypergamy is 100% the reason she left him. She wanted a taller man. No, probably not. It sounds like he was kind of a dickhead, yelled at her a little bit, like either started taking steroids when she wasn't comfortable with it, or kind of got her to do it. I don't fucking know. But the facts are, every single day, short guys get girlfriends and wives and have kids and live long, happy, normal lives every single day. So it's not a cope, and you can't let it be a cope. In my experience, and what I think to be true, is women just want to be marginally taller than the guy that they're seeing. So yeah, maybe it bothered her that they were about the same height. I don't fucking know. I don't know what's going on in her head, but I know a lot of girls that are happy, being just a couple inches shorter than their man. And most girls are like, 5'2", 5'3". So, as long as you're like 5'6", you can find a girl. I promise you that. As long as you're like, maxing out all other realms. It's unfortunate that looks are the only thing you can't really max out. But there's a lot of other areas that you could dump a lot of your effort into and have a lot of success. So it sounds like this homie just fumbled the bag. He was kind of a dick, whatever, who knows. But he's a grown man. I don't need to sit here and tell him exactly what to do next with his life. So who better to leave that advice to than, the man himself, Lukey.
But if that's what it is, that's what it is. You fumbled, move on. Make babies with someone else.
I could not have said it better myself. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe and watch one of these two videos next. I'll meet you there. All right. Peace.